Ungqongqoshe wezempilo KwaZulu-Natal uDkt. Sibongiseni Dhlomo ezokwethembela ke ingqungquthela yesifo sengculazi ebizwa nge-HEAIDS 2017 nebibanjelwa ke eThekwini njengengxenye yemizamo yokulwa nesandulela ngculazi negciwanelayo. Umnyango wezempilo KwaZulu-Natal usebenzisana eduzane nentsha ukuyifundisa ngobungozi bokwenza ucansi olungavikelekile. Umkhankaso wokuzivikela okumbaqambili owaziwa nge-dual protection uholwa ngungqongqoshe uDhlomo uqhubuzela ke ukuthi ke intsha esifazane ihlele umndeni kuthi kabesilisa basoke baphinde ke basebenzise icondom zikhathi zonke uma ke beya ocansini. Ingqungquthela i-HEAIDS 2017 ixoxisane nomnyango wezempilo ukuzwa ke izingqinamba ikakhulu esibhekene nabafundi. Uhlelo ke lomnyango wemfundo semazingeni aphakeme oluphathelene nezinhlelo zesifo sengculazi ulwenza ke ubambisene nomnyango wezempilo ekwesekeleni abafundi ezikhungweni zemfundo ephakeme. Uhlelo lwe-HEAIDS selikwazi ukusiza ke ekunyuseni iminyaka ezophilwa abantu. Lokho okuzosimamisa komnotho nokuthi ke izinkulungwane zabantu abahlwempu kulelizwe sebekwazi ukuthola ke usizo lwezempilo olusezingeni elifanele nanokulekelelwa nje ngesimo sengqondo. Abafundi abasesikhungweni esiphakeme ibona ke bebebuza kakhulu imibuzo kule ngqungquthela. Oyinhloko ye-HEAIDS kulelizwe uDkt. MEC ugcizezele ukubaluleka kokufundisa kwengane isencane uthi ke lena yona ndlela yokulwa ke nesifo sengculazi.
What is happening? There's a cycle in South Africa. The cycle is a child who comes to a university or a TVET college usually comes from a very disadvantaged background. And most of the time this is the story. Either he or his parents are either not there, his mother either has HIV or her mother is HIV or got TB or any other problems, or she is very poor to look after this child. Now what happens is the child comes because of this poverty into a TVET or a university college. Now with our lack of sometimes, and we do acknowledge, sometimes we do not have enough residences for our children, we do not have provisions when they come to the college, and sometimes the parents can't take over the responsibility of the child. Now the child is left vulnerable. There comes the issues of HIV, blessed phenomena, social behavior changes that we are looking into. Unfortunately, most of our children, and that is why South Africa is a very unfortunate nation where the epidemic of HIV is very youth-centered. 15 to 24 remains most vulnerable age group. Where a country where 2,000 young girls become HIV positive every week, it's a huge worry for us. Now this child eventually gives delivery or a birth at a very young age, and we got another problem called teenage pregnancy or a young age woman delivering the child. But what happens is she passes out from a TVET college or a university by 27, 28. She has not looked after herself, she has never checked. Young people don't test HIV often, and that is what happens is we lose a young child. And when we lose a young mother, the child was born as an orphan. And again, the child who's born as an orphan doesn't have a parent or a guardian. And he or she goes through the cycle of poverty, and again not education, and again into the glimpse of HIV.
Dkt. Uphinde wathinta ubumqoka bokuthi intsha ifundise ontanga yabo ngezindaba zesifo sengculazi kanye nezindaba zocansi.
We took 10 educated young girls from the Ladysmith TVET College, and we asked them to start explaining about the subdermal implant. And I promise you that 10 educated young South Africans spoke in the community of Ladysmith. We got 196 young girls in the community taking that subdermal implant within 1 month. A power of 10 young educated South Africans.
Abafundi bazwakalisa ukukhathazeka ngesimo senhlalo yomphakathi njengoba bethi ke kubukeka lelizwe lisenensila obandlululo njengoba ke zingekho izinhlelo ezithuthukiseka abantu abamnyama ukuze kuzoba ke noshintsho kulelizwe. Abanye abantu abasha sebevele baqala amabhizinisi abo emphakathini bazwakalisa ukukhathazeka ngokungathola usizo lwanele ezikhungweni zikahulumeni. Bathi ke lezi ikhungo zigcwele ke imithetho eyishaya uhulumeni obandlululo nenza bangakwazi ukusizakala.
What I'm asking here is a lot of support, because there is youth out there who are actually contributing towards the gaps that we are seeing, but there's no support to a point where we're even using our own money, and we don't earn much. We earn stipends as people work in NPOs, but then now I have to take that statement and use it towards this program because I see it working, because even the people in the community of Ekurhuleni were actually responding to the program, and in each and every session that would have in a different area, they'll bring more people, which then shows that they are in need of these programs.
Most of us who get educated, we get educated for the purpose of getting a job so that I can get money.
Ungqongqoshe wezempilo KwaZulu-Natal, uDkt. Sibongiseni Dhlomo, uzokalisa ukukhathazeka ngesibalo esiphezulu samantombazana akhulelwe semancane kulelizwe. uDhlomo uthi ke imfundo imqoka kakhulu ekuthena amantombazana asemancane athathe izinqumo ezifanele uma kuza ngasezindabeni eziphathelene nezocansi. uDhlomo uthi ukufundiswa kwabantu besifazane abasezindaweni zasemakhaya kuzosiza kakhulu ekulwisaneni nobupha.
All of you who are matric and above, you are safe in terms of what the resources in the world, because there is this thing that I'm going to talk about, the maternal mortality, the dying of women around pregnancy. It takes more amongst uneducated women, because uneducated women have no resources. The little money that I have, I can't take a bus, I can't take a train to the clinic. I would rather save that money for whatever. So you then are having the little that you save, and therefore they don't imagine that going to the clinic, they are going to do this, that, and the other. They just don't have time, they don't have resources, and therefore the majority of women who die on a pregnancy-related outcome are uneducated women. So it is actually having an inverse proportion.
Ngasekuqaleni kwengqungquthela kusakhulunywa ngezinhlelo zabantu abasha, uNgqongqoshe uDhlomo uveze izinhlelo umnyango wezempilo KwaZulu-Natal oza nazo ukuphucula ezempilo ukuze intsha izizwe yamukelekile ezigungweni zezempilo.
We have reported nationally a program that we initiated in KwaZulu-Natal. It was informed by the concerns, the cries and the frustrations of young people in our province, to say, but Dr. Dhlomo, why do you blame me today if I am pregnant? Because when I went to a facility last year and I said, look, I'm a responsible young person, I now know I'm engaging in sex, I want to protect myself to pass my matric and finish off my college. But when I go to the clinics, they ask me, at your age of 17, go and call your mother, go call your priest. And then the youth don't go home and call their mothers. They just disappear. And then they continue practicing sex, which is unsafe, and therefore they fall pregnant because we have denied them access to either family planning, injections or tablets or condoms. So they educate us. Number two, we are saying to young people, yes, we agree, you were raped, sorry. Number two, you fell pregnant, you don't want this pregnancy, but why did you go and do abortion on the other side of the river, where you are now coming to the clinic or hospital already almost dying because you have been losing too much blood? Dr. Dhlomo, I know that your hospitals do provide services if I want to terminate pregnancy that I do not desire. But why do I do that if I'm going to be listening to this harassment? They are harassing me. I have made a decision that I fell pregnant. I was not planning to fall pregnant. I want to terminate this pregnancy, but your clinics are not user-friendly. Your hospitals are not user-friendly. So we've taken it upon ourselves. We launched a campaign called Youth User-Friendly. I cannot confirm that all our 601 clinics in KwaZulu-Natal already have got those services, and our 89 hospitals have got, but a significant number already has.
Abafundi bazokalisa ukukhathazeka ngezinselelo ababhekana nazo kwezempilo ezindaweni abahlala kuzo.
In my campus we do have a clinic, but our disability sometimes leads scary daily. We need someone to look after us today, tomorrow, and the day after. So if we have to go to the clinic and it's close, as one of my colleagues had said, we have to travel from the University of Zululand to, what do you call this clinic? Kandisa Clinic, and it's very far. That means if I am on crutches and I have to go to Kandisa, I will not go there. Let's say I'm infected with HIV and I need treatment. I need to go there, and I do not go there because the efforts aren't there. What I'm asking from the MEC is, can the MEC please deploy someone, maybe once a month or twice a month, to go to these disabled students to look if there are problems or anything, so that if they do have problems, those problems are looked at. Yeah.
Ngesikhathi kasethula inkulumo yakhe kule ngqungquthela undunankulu wesifundazwe uWillis Mchunu uthe ujabule kakhulu ukuthi abantu bakulesifundazwe bamunye ekulwisaneni nesandulula ngculazi negciwane layo.
Have become synonymous with holding conferences on HIV and AIDS, but that's because we do have a challenge. But we also do have a commitment to relentlessly find solutions to this pandemic.
Ngemuva nje kancane wenkulumo kandunankulu wesifundazwe oyisekela ngamangameli wezwe umnumzana uCyril Ramaphosa ubese veza izinto uhulumeni wakuleli azibophezele ngazo ukulisana nesifo sengculazi.
We have succeeded in putting together an effective social compact. The new NSP 2017 to 2022 is a plan that equips us and will indeed strengthen our resolve in as far as our interventions to continue driving down new HIV and TB infections. While we acknowledge the huge gains we have made, we know very well and remain very much alive and anxious about the persistently high levels of new infections, particularly amongst young girls and women.
Ungqongqoshe wezempilo kuzolonke uDkt. Arun Ntwaledi uncome kakhulu ke umsebenzi owenziwa umnyango wezemfundo emazingeni aphansi ngesihlele zawo ukuqinisekisa ukuthi bonke abafundi abasesikoleni bayafundiswa ngezindaba zocansi kanye namakhondom ukuze bazi kahle ngesandulula ngculazi negciwane layo.
You need to be able to go to school and say, I can offer you condoms, I can offer you contraceptions. Otherwise parents will say no. I said condoms. I never said anything about gender. Condoms. We can now go to offer them at schools. So this is a breakthrough, and as we talk about our problems and the shortcomings, we must also celebrate some of this breakthrough, because don't think they are easy. And to me, it's a breakthrough that eventually parents are starting to see that these things have to be done. So it took us 4 years to put them at the same level with us, but it has happened. So let's welcome it.
Ungqongqoshe uthe uhlelo lwe-NHI yilona okuthenjelwe kulo ekuhlinzekeni ngezempilo esezingeni ebantwini abadla ke imbuya ngothi.
We are living in a country where out of that 8.5%, 4.4% goes to only 16% of the population. 4.4%. The remaining 84% of the population have to deal with 4.1, the remaining 4.1% for their health. This gross inequality exists nowhere in the world. Yes, it doesn't. We have got 4.4% being utilized by 16% of the population. It's not going to work until we stop it and implement NHI.
Njengengxenye yomkhankaso wokulisana nesandulula ngculazi negciwane layo komnyango wezempilo esifundazweni, umnyango uqhugquzela ukuthi ke abantu bahlale bephile kahle ngokuthi ke bazivocavoce. Lo mkhankaso uhola ngungqongqoshe wezempilo esifundazweni uDkt. Sibongiseni Dhlomo. Ungqongqoshe uDlomo uthi ke unqoba isandulula ngculazi negciwane layo uqale emphakathini.
Uma benza lo msebenzi njengalo ukuzivocavoca benyasa imizimba bathatha isikhathi eside ukuthi bangenwe izifo lezi zifo amahlala khona high oshukela amathambo. Uma kunjalo kusho kunomthelo omuhle ukwenza njena. Yingakho nami ngithe ngizoba ingcenye yokugqugquzela and sengifisa ukuthi ngimemeke yonke iminyaka. Ngiyafisa into enjengalezi zenzeke zonke indawo, igodi ngegodi, abantu bahlale ngegodi, bahlale benza umsebenzi njengalo ngoba mesike sakwenza kusho ukuthi kuzoba khona lelo vuso noma sesihambile namhlanje kube khona abahlali begqugquzelana benza nje.
Ungqongqoshe uDlomo uthi ke ukunakekela impilo kumqoka kakhulu kanye nokuzithuthukisa ngemfundo kwenza ukuthi umuntu athuthuke nangokomqondo.
Uyambona uthi nangwe